The most important thing about a classical education is how it teaches you to think about certain issues. Like a classical education will not take one issue and isolate it. It will take that issue and it will connect it with a bunch of different other issues or other concepts or ways of looking at it.
Classical education is essentially learning about humanity, what it means to be human, what humans are, why we're different, why we're so special.
For me personally, I'm looking into going into engineering, and that is definitely a problem-solving field. Loveland Classical Schools has prepared me to look at things objectively and look at the whole situation and focus on the problem solving. And really, it's taught me just how to think for myself, and really that's the best way to create community stewards.
I enjoy the language subjects, particularly Greek, ancient Greek. I am in my third year of ancient Greek and I'm loving it. Things that we read in history class, freshman year, we get to go back to those sources and translate them for ourselves, and in doing so we get a greater understanding of what the authors were saying, and I love that so much.
With classical literature, it explores, I think, some of the issues that are more common to all people, regardless of time or culture, those problems that are just inherent in human beings. That really helped me see that there are people with alternate perspectives, alternate philosophies, alternate worldviews. It really helped me see that not all people think the way I do and act the way I do, and therefore they won't react the way I will.
Seminar is in-class discussion, but I consider it to be more than just that. By participating in seminar, you have different opinions, different people's just backgrounds coming together, and usually we will come to better conclusions and reach better answers and kind of go into grounds that would have been previously unexplored because everyone is so different.
With the smaller classes and the seminar style, it really forces you to get to know one another because you will have arguments or you might agree, and it's just a constant back and forth in class, and you really get to know a person.
I found coming here that I became friends with such a diverse group of people, and that is something that didn't happen at the school I went to previously. I tended to stick with a group of people who had similar backgrounds to me, were part of just similar environments. They had parents that were like mine, they had ideas that were like mine, and thus my ideas weren't challenged as much. And I really didn't know as much as I know now as a result of having that diversity.
The teachers are just amazing. There's such a sense of passion behind the teaching that really just makes you excited to learn. Loveland Classical Schools really just gives you a chance to think for yourself. They're not just having you regurgitate facts, it's really learning for yourself and teaching you how to think.
It is a small school, and I know that is a thing that not everybody wants, but if the idea of being, a student ID and a spot in a classroom doesn't appeal to you, you will not be that at Loveland Classical.
I actually have developed now, and I believe that most people that come will develop a passion for becoming educated, learning things. I think that drive that I've attained by coming here is probably the most valuable thing that I can take away from this education. Going into the future, I'm not just going to school to get a degree, to get a job. I'm going to school because I'm excited about becoming educated, excited about learning about my world and about other people and meeting new people and gaining new experiences.